Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. It seems there's problems again with the connection. I don't know if it is or not. So if you can leave in the comments, if you're watching just now, leave in the comments just to make sure you're getting the sound okay and the picture's okay. It's not kind of on and off. It says on my end it's gone down again, or it's not looking good. So if you can leave in the comments, I'll just check it myself just to see if there's anything there. Okay, everything is okay. So it just must be in my end. I don't know why why YouTube keeps saying it's not looking good. That's fine. Okay, so we'll just continue as normal. So a big day today for a lot of reasons. So what we're going to do, we're just going to look over the kind of markets overall, what's happening just now. We know kind of Bitcoin's going down, and what's happening just now with the altcoins is it's all following Bitcoin. So that's what's happening just now, and it does that it does that quite a lot actually, but I think it's going to change hopefully soon. We're going to be looking at the kind of market cycles and looking at a few news stories. It's predominantly going to be about Bitcoin and Ethereum today because they too are kind of controlling the markets at the moment. And I'm really excited about kind of Ethereum as well. I think there's news out today or news out kind of yesterday and the other day that is going to get accelerated even quicker than we thought. So it's looking good for Ethereum. I'm not an Ethereum maximalist, but I do love Ethereum and I just see the potential with it. And I'm not really kind of looking at any other protocols. Well, I kind of do. I kind of get them, kind of investing a wee bit in them, but Ethereum is the main one. So we're going to be looking at that. I'm just going to see and check if we've got a few people in. We have indeed. So we've got David D is in the house. Welcome to you. Pip Rider from the group is in the house as well. Omer Hassan, is in the house. Good to see you. Mark Ennis is here. Great to catch you live as well. Gordy Boy is in the house. Welcome to you, mate. Mike D is in. Good to see you, buddy. Arden A is in as well. And we have AAR in the house. And who else? Husky, Sasha is in the house. B is back with us. Good to see you, buddy. Click three dots right hand side of screen, change to higher quality. Perfect, excellent. Okay, Daniel, LeBron, Larson, good. Okay, I'm just going to check that just now. No, just going to check something 1 wee second. 1060, I'm going to change this. Just see if it lets me do it, if it's jumping in and out. It's still jumping in and out for me, so I don't know what's going on, but we'll just presume everything's working as normal. Okay, first of all, we're going to jump over and we'll look at the overall markets just now, just to see what's happening at the moment. Okay, so we can see a sea of red at the moment. So you can see all the way down, so that on the 1 hour, the 24 hour and the 7 day is red. Theta network is green. A couple of greens there. Stable coins. Theta fuel, obviously. We've got helium is a bit green. So it is really a sea of red at the moment. And it's not looking good for the overall markets. Bitcoin is down to 36,315. We've got Ethereum down to 2,512. So why the hell am I talking about Bitcoin going to 311,000? I'm not saying it's going to go to 311,000. I'm saying it's a possibility that it could go to 311,000 and Ethereum 23,000 by the end of the year. So I'm going to show you that in a second, how that is possible and where we are with that as well. So we've got the overall market capitalization is down quite a bit, actually by about 20% from last week. We're down to 1.6 trillion overall market capitalization. Bitcoin dominance is down, or still around about 41.5%, which is not good for the alts. And ETH dominance is up to 18%. We're going to look at the ETH dominance as well. So first of all, we'll kind of look at the Bitcoin chart just now. You can see it's just had another big red candle there. So what's happening with kind of Bitcoin at the moment. Okay, so if you're in the group, you'll know kind of what I think about where we're going down to, where possibly we could go down to. I said about yesterday, I said we're probably going to go down to about 34, 35k before going back up again. So we were trading in this channel, so we might as well take this channel off because we're out of that channel just now, although it's not closed. This is on the 4-hourly chart. So we were trading in that channel. We're kind of pushing down on there, but we've not closed on the 4-hourly. That should close in the next 3 hours actually. So the next area, so all we're doing kind of with technical analysis, we're looking at support areas, resistance areas, some triangles we look for. I love my kind of descending, ascending, symmetrical triangles. I love them. I think they're really good indicators. And we're also looking at the 7 EMA and the 21 EMA. Now, I spoke about this yesterday in the group as well. I did a quick video on trading, just using the EMAs, the 7 EMA and the 21 EMA. If you want to join the group, there's a link down below. It's all for free. It used to be kind of paid with a premium group service and stuff. Don't do that anymore. So it's all for free. And I don't do ads on this channel either. There's no ads on this. So it's all kind of donation based. So if you want to donate, fantastic. If you don't, fantastic. So looking at the support areas, we had support there at 38,500 for Bitcoin. It broke through that yesterday. It was kind of up and down in that area just now, so I'm not too worried about it overall. But the next area of support is 33,000. That's the next level of support here. You can see that just here just now. So we could go down to that, but we've got kind of support in between, midway in between, round about the 35,000 area, but we're coming up to that just now. 35,803 we are at the moment. I don't think it's going to get down to 33, but could, and then bounce back up off there. And it's coming up for the weekend as well. Traditionally, the weekend is not good for Bitcoin. So that's where we are just now. And we can see on the EMA, on the 4-hourly, we've just crossed over to the downside. On the EMA, I'm just going to zoom in and show you that. You can see this little red mark here, the cross here. It means we've crossed down. We've got a confirmation candle there as well that's crossed down. So that would be a trading opportunity to the downside for Bitcoin. Again, I'm going to be speaking about this in the group. I'm going to be doing a couple of videos. I got a message from Chris this morning just to talk about the trading, like Bitcoin up, Bitcoin down, and Bitcoin itself, and ETH up, ETH down as well. These are kind of cryptocurrencies on Binance that you can use. Although I was using them last week for ETH down, and it kind of rebalanced just as I kind of bought it, which wasn't good. So they do a rebalancing kind of every day, which I'm not quite keen on that, but you can still make money on the way down as well as up. And they're called leverage tokens, but they're kind of not as well. They're like cryptocurrencies. It's not like 10x, 3x or anything. So with Bitcoin, we've crossed down over the 7 EMA, crossed down over the 21 EMA, which is not a good sign. However, if this is on the 4-hourly, if we kind of look at the daily and go in and out, you can see the support here quite clearly at 33,000. We've got another support at 28,000. Then we're down to kind of 20,000. I don't think we're going to get to that level at all. I think we're going to bounce back up from round about this area, if not 33,000 area. I think we're going to bounce back up from here. But it's always good to look at the crossovers on the 7 and the 21 EMA. Again, looking at the weekly, we're coming down for a crossover on the weekly as well. It's not quite crossed over yet, but another kind of red candle this week, but for the end of the week, could signal a crossover to the downside over the 7 EMA and the 21 weekly EMA as well. So that wouldn't be good for that to happen as well. Obviously, we're still below the 200 moving average as well, which I'm not showing here, but I've not got there. But my thinking is this is going to go up, and I don't think we're going to get that crossover in the weekly. If we look at it on the monthly, it looks quite good on the monthly. It looks quite good. Okay, I'm just going to jump over to the chat, see if anybody else has joined us. Chris from Edinburgh is in the house. Welcome to you, Chris. Video and sound is still good. Stephen, good. Gene is in the house as well. Good to see you, buddy. WAR, Head and Shoulder. Yep. Rob Fiddler, good morning to you. Karthik, Ravi is in the house as well. And David D, beatdown happening right now, unfortunately. Yeah, it's going down just now, which is not good. Brundle25 is in the house as well. Good to see you, buddy. So, yeah, we're going down at the moment. 35,768 just now. So we could go down to that 33,000 area. I don't see us going much below that. But if we look on the monthly here, you can see it doesn't look that bad. When you can look at the 50,000 foot view, it doesn't look that bad at all. But it's going down at the moment. So if we go back to the 4 hourly. So looking at the micro view, well, that's not even a micro view. If you look at the 15-minute chart, that's what I was talking about this yesterday in the group as well, trading on the 15-minute. You could have caught a move on Bitcoin from 39,000 down to 35, a $4,000 move, if all you did was trade on the 15-minute chart, which is good to do, and you can trade BTC down on that. So looking at BTC down, this is like a kind of cryptocurrency on its own. You can see when the Bitcoin price goes down, the BTC down price goes up. So it's gone up to 6252 just now. You could have caught it on the 15-minute going up and caught a move of 20%. So you buy Bitcoin down or BTC down on Binance, and you buy it just like a normal cryptocurrency. You put $1,000 in, buy however much you want of that. If you think Bitcoin price has gone down, you can make money on it going down as well without kind of selling. You're really kind of buying this cryptocurrency in the hope that Bitcoin goes down. Not the hope that it goes down, but when you see the technical indicators saying that it's going down, then this is when you would buy BTC down. And so that goes up, but Bitcoin price goes down. Conversely, when this goes down, you can see here, this was yesterday, 8:30 in the morning, it was round about the 6,000 area, and it came all the way down to 4,979. So that was a big move, again, of about 16%. So if you put $1,000 on that, you get $160 back. If you put $1,000 in this morning, you're already up $200, or more than that, $260. So that's I'm going to be explaining that in the group as well. I'll be doing videos on that if you're interested in trading that. So what I've done is I've stopped with the meme coins, and meme coins are still making money, and I don't decry them at all. The meme coins, because they are making money, they're there to make money for people, as long as you know when to get out, take a profit, and start trading. Well, you don't need to start trading. You could just do meme coins if you want all day long, but they're risky. Inherently, they are risky, but all of crypto is risky. So that's why I don't decry memes. I've made a lot of money from the meme coins, and I totally get why people are doing it just now. But I've taken my profit, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to risk anymore in the memes unless something comes along that looks quite good and a wee bit different, like Zookcoin did. And that's not going anywhere just now, but we'll see what happens with that. So I'm kind of trading. I was day trading over the last kind of couple of days on Ethereum, for the Ethereum, and it's worked out quite well. So it's just getting the time to actually day trade. I don't have the time to sit in front of the computer all day long looking at the charts, because I'm doing other things as well. So, but I'll be sharing that in the group as well. So that is Ethereum down, or Bitcoin down, sorry. You've got ETH down as well, and you can do DOT down. You've got, they've got loads of down ones as well. You'll see they'll be up. Yeah, Ethereum down has gone up big time just now. You can see a 33% move, which means that Ethereum price is going down hard just now. So we'll see that on the 4 hourly. When you look in the 4 hourly, it doesn't look like a big move. That's because of the rebalancing that they do with these kind of tokens. The Binance does with the token. That's the only thing I don't agree with. But there you go. You can still make money. Usually it's intraday that you can make money on. So that's Bitcoin. So this is where I think we can see a price for Bitcoin for the end of the year at 311,000. Now, you might not think that just now, and you're thinking an 8x move from here, I don't think so. But if you look at this channel here, this is a channel, we're talking back to 2013. Bitcoin has been in this channel, and you can see the 4-year cycle here. If you look at this, and we'll see if we can get a curve on here. There's a curve. No, where is it? Curve, curve, curve. Can't remember where it is. Oh, there it is. Curve, if you see this, going to this, here. So you can see that curve there. And we'll go to green and we'll make it 4. So you can see that curve there, perfect. If we kind of copy that, copy, and we'll put it there and there. We're kind of following that same curve just now. And towards the end of the year is going to be, it's not the 4-year cycle, it's going to be longer than that, but we're going into 2022. So this started at the beginning of 2018. So the beginning of 2022 is when this kind of curve ends. So if you know about the 4-year cycle, if you've heard about that as well, if you've not, just kind of YouTube it and just search it on YouTube, 4-year cycle, Bitcoin or crypto, and you'll find out what that is. So this is where I'm getting this $311,000 from. So it's going down just now, and it doesn't seem as if it could ever go up again. That's just micro thinking. When you look at the macro thinking, or you look at a kind of macro viewpoint from it, the 50,000 foot view, then you wouldn't be worried about this move at all. Unless you're kind of day trading it, you just wouldn't be worried about this. You just go, okay, it's part of the cycle, it's cool, it's fine, nothing to worry about. Just go home, nothing to see here. And so if we follow this, even if we kind of take this out, and we'll do, so I like looking at these kind of bar patterns. So extrapolate this and put it on to this. And again, we see how we could go on this 4-year cycle if we just kind of follow the pattern that 2013 to 2017 held. If it was the same pattern, you're going to get the same again. And it was the same again. Bitcoin fell by 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% in that time frame, and it still came back up to the 20,000 level. And we're doing the same again. It doesn't sound like, and it sounds far-fetched just now, but do I believe it's going to get to 311,000 by the end of the year? I'm not so sure. Is it a possibility? Yes. This is crypto. Anything is a possibility. So this is what I was kind of looking at when I said we could get to 311,000. Conversely, we could be by the end of the year following this line at 26,000. That's a big, huge difference. 26,000 to 311,000. But that's just within this kind of time, this kind of channel here that we're trading just now. And that's held for the last 8 years, this channel. And I've spoken about this before. But at the moment, it just doesn't seem possible with everything that's going on. When we're up at 60,000, when we were up at 60,000, up at 65,000, a lot of people thought, yeah, we're going to get there, we're going to get to 100,000, no bother at all. But now people can't even see the 100,000. Whereas a couple of months ago, everybody was expecting 100,000, but nobody can see it just now. So that's micro thinking. We're just thinking on a smaller scale. Okay, I'll just see if there's any comments in just now. Arden A, hi for Verasity. Yes, I'm going to be talking about that towards the end of the show as well. Mike D, when you look at the dips on the weekly, monthly, it's all just noise. It is really, it's all just minutiae, if you think about it that way. Nothing to worry about in long term. There really isn't. Wendy Nash is in the house. Good to see you. Hi again from Tasmania. Good to be here with you and everyone. Don't enjoy the dumps, but a bit practiced now, thankfully. Yes, we've been kind of, when I was doing the daily live shows for 3 years in a bear market, when I was doing the daily live shows, it was hard to try and stay positive, but we managed to do it, and we've been through this before. We've been through worse than this before. Rajesh is in the house. Welcome to you. B, we'll be glad to wave goodbye to May. Yes, definitely. WR, it might be extended, give or take. Yeah, No, it could be, definitely. Give or take a few years. But I think this 4-year cycle could hold up as well. And I think 2022 could be the start of it kind of dipping. But we're talking dipping from a big height. So we'd expect that anyway. So let's crack on and look at Ethereum. This is where Ethereum is just now, 2,473. Just now, this is on the 1 hourly chart. You can see we're broken down over the support at 2,500, round about the 2,500 area. So we're broken down in that support. We're kind of trading in a channel as well. Just this is on the hourly again. If we look at the 4 hourly, we can see this channel more clearly. But I'll go back to the hourly just now. I get a close up. So we're looking down, channel support area is about 2,386, but the next support area, we're looking at $1,900 for Ethereum, which would be a brilliant, amazing buying opportunity. Will it get down to 1,900 again? I don't know. It's not that far off. It's only $500 off. So it would be an amazing buying opportunity if it did, because what's coming up for Ethereum is just amazing. It kind of still blows my mind that it's at this price just now, and it shows that most people are thinking in the micro view. They're kind of in the here and now, looking at this and going, shit, this is never going to get to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 or whatever. I just turned Telegram off just now. So they're still stuck in this kind of, it's not a small mindset, it's just this little world that we're in just now of what's happening day to day. We're not looking at the bigger, much bigger picture of what's going on with Ethereum just now. So with regards to Ethereum, there's a hell of a lot going on. Good news out today as well. Not came out today, came out the other day, but it's another kind of roll-up solution, a layer 2 solution that's come out today, and that's going to really help in Ethereum. So we'll be looking at that just now. So we'll look this just now. So I want to talk about the flipping for Ethereum. I definitely think it's going to happen this year. I think Ethereum is going to flip Bitcoin this year, and it's going to go to number 1 on CoinMarketCap. We nearly got there back in 2018. So close, we're about 80% there, but we didn't quite get there. But this time, Ethereum offers an even better proposition to get this flipping, and it's just a matter of when it happens, not if it happens. This is not necessarily a bad thing for Bitcoin either. It just means there's going to be more institutional buyers in Ethereum as well, and because of the value proposition for Ethereum now, which has changed from 2018, that's why a lot more people are going to go in for it, especially with the staking 32, the 32 Ethereum, and that's to become a validator to stake, and you can do that just now, and I think you're getting about 7%. If you've got 32 Ethereum, you can stake for ETH 2.0. You won't be able to unstake it. It could be for a year or something like that, but you're going to get 7% on your Ethereum. So you're going to get 7% plus whatever value Ethereum is going to be when they do allow the unstaking. But I'm sure there's about 4 million Ethereum.org. I'm sure there's about 4 million staked just now. Start building. No, we know that. Staking, where is it? ETH price, transactions today, value locked in DeFi, 61 billion value locked in DeFi is just going to just explode Ethereum as well. This is why I don't understand why more people are not into it. I can't see this bloody staking, because it gives you the numbers right. Stake ETH, there it is. Stake ETH, and it tells you the numbers. Did have the numbers. How to stake. So if you've got 32 ETH, start staking. So this is solo staking. Yeah, there it is. That's the number I was looking for. Total ETH staked is 4.9 million ETH just now. 4.9, and current APR is 7.1%. That's what you're getting annually. if you stake your ETH just now, and there's nearly 150,000 validators just now. That's 150,000 people with 32 ETH or over. Now 32 ETH just now is going to cost you less than $80,000. Last month it would have cost you about $160,000 for 32. Well, not quite, about $140,000 for 32 ETH. So staking, obviously this is when Ethereum becomes proof of stake, and going from proof of work to proof of stake. This is what ETH 2.0 is all about. So this, just even staking alone, is just going to be amazing for Ethereum as well, because it's going to become deflationary. But I want to show you this as well. In fact, I'm going to show you something just now. Yeah, I want to show you this one. First, this is talking about Bitcoin, but then I'll go back to Ethereum. So this is Raoul Pal talking yesterday on the Crypto Banter YouTube channel, which is a brilliant channel, by the way. I would definitely subscribe to that. And he's talking about where Bitcoin could go. And I was quite surprised that he was saying this. So just have a quick...
Got in the background the stock to flow idea and a whole bunch of other cycle stuff, and just kind of general technicals just suggest that it's just a correction mid-market. And in this year, if this is supposed to be the big year, then we should see some of these moves. And for me, I love these corrections because they're out of the way. Because then you can think, oh, okay, fine, don't need to think about that again. So we should, it should just continue higher over time. So, again, my projection for Bitcoin for the end of this year is north of 250,000. So I think we've got a lot of action to come.
What makes you think that north of 250,000 is quite a specific number? It's quite a specific figure. You're effectively saying that Bitcoin is going to 8x from where it is today in the next 6 years.
Yeah, so every post-halving cycle, Bitcoin does roughly the same thing in the final year of the post-halving cycle. You generally get this big correction sometime in the summer, and generally it tends to 10x from there. So that's normal. If I look at the log chart projections, it gets me out to about 400,000 maybe on the upside by the end of the year, March of next year. Stock to flow ratio gives you the same kind of thing. So everything kind of suggests that. It looks crazy now, but Bitcoin's a crazy market, right?
So that was Raoul Pal talking on the Crypto Banter show yesterday, and just exactly what I've been saying for a while about Bitcoin being in this channel. And with Bitcoin doing that, obviously the alts are going to follow as well. They're also going to come up. Ethereum's going to come up, and I think Ethereum's going to break away. We're going to get this decoupling as well. So I just wanted to show you that quickly as well. I know we were talking about Ethereum before, but we've got this flipping watch here. We're probably down a wee bit. Yeah, 43%. Close. So Ethereum is currently worth $287 billion. Bitcoin is worth $670 billion market capitalization we're talking about here. But we've already flipped in mining rewards just now. So the mining rewards has been flipped already. Trading volume is at 72%. So trading volume for Ethereum is at $31 billion, or trillion dollars, sorry. And trading volume, it's 31 billion. Trading volume for Bitcoin is $43 billion as well. Is that million or billion? I don't know if that's a comma or not. It's billion, yeah. So it's billion for the trading volume. I was just saying if that was a full stop, but yeah, but it's a comma. So 72% trading volume. So we've nearly flipped them with trading volume. Not quite there yet, but nearly there with regards to that. Market share, you can see the market share has kind of gone up and down over the last couple of years as well. But we're getting there with it, and this is talking about the ETH dominance and Bitcoin dominance as well. So I think the Bitcoin dominance is going to go up as well, and we'll look at that in a second as well. Other news that was out that was really good for Ethereum is this Arbitrum. I don't know if you've seen this. If you're in the group, I kind of shared this yesterday with you. But if we look at what's happening, this is really big news as well. So this is Arbitrum kind of posted this, and Hayden Adams, who's kind of inventor for Uniswap, for the code for Uniswap, it says, grateful for overwhelming community support, very excited to be working with the great Uniswap team to bring version 3 to level 2 and do our part in helping scale the Ethereum ecosystem. So that means Uniswap is going to be using Arbitrum as a layer 2 solution to bring down the gas fees and to speed it up. So it was touted for a long time that Uniswap should be using Polygon, it should be going over to Namaste, but it didn't use it. It didn't go there, but they're now going to use Arbitrum, which is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, which directly integrates with the Ethereum network. So not only that, but they're going to Arbitrum have got 150 projects interested in what they're doing just now. So if we see here, this is Hayden Adams. The Uniswap community has spoken with overwhelming support in favour of an Arbitrum deployment of Uniswap version 3. So they've kind of spoken about that, they had a vote on it, and they said, assuming the snapshot, they'll begin working on the interface, which is done already. So number 3 in this, he did this a couple of days ago. We remain incredibly excited for optimistic PBC and continue to work with the team targeting a deployment in the near future, which is good news again as well for Ethereum. Layer 2 solutions will unlock enormous user experience benefits with fast finality and low transaction fees. Don't know how low the transaction fees are going to be, but we know on Uniswap, the transaction fees you can see sometimes have been up to $200, $250 for that, which is ridiculous. So imagine if that was to come down to even $1. How many people would transfer back from BSC chain or BSC, which is the Binance Smart Chain? How many people would transfer back over to Ethereum should the Uniswap fees become, I don't know, $1 or 50 cents or whatever? That is going to be fantastic, and they're looking at doing that relatively soon. They're not talking like next year or something like that. They're talking very, very soon. So he did say, however, we caution the community to take things slowly. This is an experimental technology that requires serious battle testing before it can support economic activity at the scale of level 1. So that's talking about the number of transactions, the scalability of it as well. So obviously they're testing that, and I think that we'll see that very, very soon. So that's Arbitrum doing that. Obviously it doesn't negate what Matic are doing. Matic is a layer 2 solution as well, that's really going to help. It's going to help kind of the whole ecosystem as well, but it doesn't negate what Matic's doing or what Truebit's doing. We'll talk about that if we've got time towards the end. That's another good, really brilliant news for Ethereum, to be honest, which is why we should be looking at Ethereum just now. There's another piece of good news. Legendary billionaire investor Carl Icahn said nice things about Bitcoin and Ethereum. So he's got this. This is from Altcoin Daily. So look at this. He's talking about Ethereum. With regards to Ethereum, it's the underlying blockchain. So Ethereum has two things. He's talking about the value propositions here. You can use it as a payment system, and you can use it as a store of value. Obviously, it's got more than that. If you understand Ethereum, it's got much more than that. You build dApps on it. That's really kind of essential what it's doing for smart contracts. So Ethereum and Bitcoin are different. Bitcoin to me is just a store of value. But the big thing here is his company, Icahn, is going to be investing in cryptocurrency to the tune of about 1.5 billion. Potential 1.5 billion crypto investment into, and he's talking about Ethereum in favourable terms, so I'm presuming it's going to be Ethereum that he's going to be investing in big time as well. So that's another piece of good news. Don't need them, don't need it, but just another piece of good news. This is talking about Arbitrum as well. Ethereum scaler Arbitrum is launching Friday with developer support from Alchemy as well. So there's 150 companies interested in Arbitrum as well and what they're doing. So they've said here, projects like Polygon, Optimism, Matter Labs have either seen major funding rounds or other token prices soar in recent months. Notably, Arbitrum has no token. I don't think that'll change in the future, but they've no token to speak of. So it's not as if we can get involved in it as well as a layer 2 solution and buy Arbitrum. So that's huge news for Ethereum. And another piece of good news as well that I was looking at, look at this. GameStop NFTs change the game. There's GameStop, we know from Wall Street Bets. GameStop, everybody knows about GameStop now from the Wall Street Bets what happened there. And you can see the Ethereum symbol here. and what they're doing. Power to the players, power to the creators, power to the collectors. And say they're building a team, welcome exceptional engineers, Solidity, React, Python, obviously Ethereum's on Solidity. Designers, gamers, marketers and community leaders, if you want to join our team, send your profile or something you built to NFT team. So talking about NFTs. Now, when you think about NFTs is not just artwork on the kind of Ethereum blockchain. It's not just about that. So NFTs are 721 ERC 721 tokens, but it's also about in-game ability. So NFTs have been around for ages in one form or another. When you're talking about gaming online, you could buy a new shield, for example, which is a non-fungible token. So this is what they're talking about with GameStop as well. So it's not just about artwork or collectibles or things like that. It's about in-game kind of buying as well. This is why NFTs are going to be so big in the gaming industry as well as every area of our lives. NFTs are going to be huge. They're not away just now. You might have thought, well, I've never really heard about them. Is that NFT kind of hype over? No, it's not. It's just starting. So as I said last week and the week before and the week before that, you're going to be able to get a mortgage or you're going to be able to sell your house as an NFT. You could split it up as well as an NFT. If 100 people want to buy a house and get a share of your house, you're going to be able to do that as well. So it's kind of shared ownership. There's loads of things you're going to be able to do with NFTs. Yourself, I said this a couple of years ago that you're going to be able to kind of put yourself on the blockchain. This is what's happening with NFTs. You could sell yourself as an NFT and fractionalize it. So you're kind of 1,000 people could kind of own part of you online. And that's happening just now as well. We're seeing that just now. So NFTs are huge, here to stay, all built on Ethereum. Or most of it is going to be built on Ethereum. Especially with these new kind of layer 2 solutions as well. That was another story I was looking at. So with regards to Ethereum, I want to kind of look at this. This is the ratio of Ethereum to Bitcoin, 6.8% just now of the price. So the price of Ethereum is 6.8% the price of Bitcoin at the moment. That was going up. It did kind of reach 8.1%. I projected this was going to go up to about 20% for the end of the year after a breakout. We've seen a breakout here on this symmetrical triangle. And it broke out here. This is on the 20th of April. And it kind of shot up to about 8.1%. So it's come back down a wee bit. But with the kind of measured breakout, if we look at that, measured breakout to 20%. So 20% of the Bitcoin price, if it was that just now, would be, right, if it's 40, say 20%, what's it just now, 35,000? So 20% of that would be $7,000 if it did get to 20%. So anything that Bitcoin does, if Bitcoin was to go to 100,000, then 20% of that's 20,000. So that's what Ethereum would be if the percentage or the ratio was at 20%, if that makes sense. This is about the Ethereum dominance. Ethereum dominance has gone up big time as well. We can see, we'll just look at this on the weekly. So where were we at the beginning of the year? We were around about 12% for Ethereum dominance. It did go up to 20%. This is Ethereum dominance in the whole crypto market. So just like we've got Bitcoin dominance, and we can look at that all the time, Ethereum dominance is now starting to come to the fore as well. People are starting to look at that and say, well, Ethereum is dominating the kind of whole market as well. It is kind of dominating the market. 18.73% share of the whole crypto market is massive, and it's only going to get bigger as well. This is the chart I want to look at. This is the monthly Ethereum chart. You can see here, down this red candle here, we've got Ethereum here at $2,463. We're kind of in mid-cycle here of the kind of monthly. We're coming up towards the end of the month, so it'll be interesting to see where this finishes. But we have been as low as $1,600, as high as $4,300 in the month of May so far. So if we keep this trajectory just now, if we keep that at the moment, and we've been in this kind of channel or on the monthly since about last year, this time last year. So this is a year-long channel. We could see a low for Ethereum towards the end of the year of 9,000. That's probably the lowest it's going to go. It's never kind of deviated from this channel so far. It hasn't deviated, not even wicked down or out of it. But the highest we might go, unless it kind of wicks out and goes higher, is 23,700 for Ethereum. So if we can imagine that, what's happened over the last year, and if it just keeps on going in that same trajectory on the logarithmic scale, then we could see a high of 23,700 for Ethereum with a low of 9,100. And anybody would take a $9,100 Ethereum just now, and that's the low. And this is for the end of the year. And I think this is why I think we're going to flip Bitcoin by the end of the year. So I'd love to know your thoughts on all of that. And I've been talking for a bit on Bitcoin Ethereum, so I'd love to know your thoughts on it. I'm going to just put my glasses on so I can read this better as well. And Rob Fiddler, there was a great article on Twitter. Tucon Popper, yes, I've seen that, explaining how FUD and market manipulation works in the crypto space. That was a brilliant one, actually. And I put the poster in the link because I read that the day it came out. And it really, kind of what it talks about is how this market is manipulated. And it really is quite scary. It's quite scary how they do it. Basically, if you've got a big client with billions and billions of dollars and they go to this kind of company, they say, okay, we need the price of Bitcoin to be lower than it is just now because we want to get in big time. So this company, whoever the company is, will go to all the media outlets like Cointelegraph, and I'm not saying they're involved in it, but all those kind of media companies, and talks about Bitcoin going down. They talk about the China FUD, they talk about Elon Musk. Possibly even Elon Musk could be involved in it. That's kind of what they're saying as well. And just decrying Bitcoin, saying, okay, it's going to waste energy, better not go into it. And this is why Bitcoin is going down. So it's because of these big clients, these big institutional clients say they want Bitcoin price cheaper. So they FUD the hell out of Bitcoin. They get all the contacts to FUD the hell out of it. So Bitcoin price goes down. These institutional investors get in at a much lower price. Everybody's happy, it starts going back up again. But that's how the FUD is created, and the only people that are kind of ruined on this is the retail investors like us, because we've seen it going from 65,000 all the way down to 30,000 or 29,000, and a lot of people have been wrecked because of that. But the billionaires or the kind of institutional investors didn't sell a single one. So they're not worried at all, they're not bothered about these corrections. It's the retail investors that really kind of suffered from this. And Tucon Popper, I'll put a link to it because it was a brilliant, and I actually saved it as well, the whole thread. So that was a good one, Rob. David D, should you have 32 crypto? Is it worth staking? 7.9% for 12 to 18 months lockup seems to be light, in my opinion. It does seem light just now, but if you think about it, what happens, and I do it myself, what happens with regards to holding 32 Ethereum, if you lock it up, you're literally locking it up for a year and a half. You can't take it out, you can't unstake it. If you're getting 7%, imagine 7% of what, 32, if you're staking 32 Ethereum, 7% of that is what, 2.1 Ethereum. Now, you're going to get a double hit on that. It's not like the banks when you put in the banking system, if you get 7%, you're never going to get 7% in the bank. If you get that, you're going to lose that money, 3.2% of it, with inflation. So it's not like that with regards to Ethereum. So you get a double hit. You get the 2.1 Ethereum, but if you're buying Ethereum, say at $2,000 just now, so 2.1 of that is going to be $4,200. But if you think Ethereum is going to be up in 18 months' time, if it's at $20,000, you're not only going to get the 2 Ethereum, you're going to get 2 Ethereum worth $20,000 each, which is $40,000. So it stops the temptation of selling Ethereum. It stops that altogether. That's why staking it and just kind of locking it could be a really good idea. This is why 150,000 people have done that. It's obviously to help the Ethereum ecosystem and the whole platform and the protocol as well. That's why a lot of people are staking. But it's also to lock it up. So 7% is really good. Because you're getting the capital gains on that as well as the interest on it as well. So yeah, I would say it is really good, David. What I'm doing just now, because somebody asked me the other day, why you're not doing it? Well, I want to collect as much Ethereum as possible, but I've got Ethereum in my pension pot, so that is, it's not staked because it's a derivative, it's an ETN, an exchange traded note, which is banned in UK now, but I can still keep it as long as I don't sell it. So I'm keeping that for the 2 years, or I might sell it if it does go up to $20,000. I might sell half of it or something like that, just so I've got money safe. But I've got a lot of kind of ETN, ETH derivative in there as well. So I'm getting as much, trading Ethereum just now so I can get more Ethereum at the minute. God, boy, that was a brilliant interview yesterday on Crypto. It was a great interview. I think if you've not seen Raoul Pal, you've probably heard the story. If you've not seen him being interviewed, he's very down to earth. He's not like kind of these other billionaires. He's just very down to earth, very like you and I, kind of an investor and trader. And he's just good to listen to. And the yesterday's interview was brilliant. It was really good. Daniel LeBron, Steve, can you have a look at Convergence? I had a look at that the other day. I didn't go into it too much, but I did look at it. Project Powerhouse, your thoughts? So I've not had a deep dive, so I can't really give you any thoughts on that, Daniel. Interesting thought, they're going to use Optimism. Optimism was delayed as well, so it was delayed until July or something like that. So when that comes out as well, Optimism, so it all kind of comes together. It's a perfect storm happening for Ethereum just now. But some people just can't see it at the moment, what's going on with Ethereum, but it's just going to explode. They will be among the few not going to Polygon, which seems to be dominating L2. It is dominating L2 for a reason though, just now, because ETH 2.0 is not out at the minute, but Arbitrum is going to be big. VChain Monster of a project, they're in the works with Chinese government, to lower carbon emissions footprint via digital methods. So all this kind of about the energy kind of efficiency as well. Even Ethereum, we're getting in the act saying it's going to reduce the energy by 99 point something % or something like that. That's a narrative, that's a story being used just now in crypto for a reason. Now, so you're thinking this is why kind of Elon Musk was doing it as well, if you think about it. And Raoul Pal spoke about this yesterday in the interview. So this narrative about kind of the energy usage that Bitcoin uses and crypto uses. So once people think about crypto, they naturally think about Bitcoin because that's all they know. They don't know about Polygon, they don't know about DOT, they don't know about the ADA, Cardano or Neo or the other big ones as well. They know Bitcoin. I'm talking about people that don't really know about crypto at all. So when they hear the narrative about kind of Bitcoin using all that energy, supposedly all that energy, which is FUD in and of itself, they naturally assume all of crypto is the same. But it's not, we know that, because this is all to do with the mining as well. So what Elon Musk has cleverly done is he's brought that narrative to the table, and now people are looking at how do you make Bitcoin more energy efficient or Bitcoin mining more energy efficient. And this is why they're talking about taking away from the Chinese or trying to get more share away from the Chinese and Bitcoin mining in kind of the other parts of the world as well, where they can do it more efficiently. And it's kind of been done just now, but that was cleverly done by Elon Musk for a number of reasons, personal reasons for his company, personal reasons for him as well. So yeah, I think that is going to help, and that's going to help the whole kind of ecosystem in crypto as well, in that these big institutional investors are no longer going to have the argument that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is not eco-friendly. So this is why this whole kind of narrative has come about, and it's actually quite a good thing. It's FUD, but it's actually quite a good thing that's happened just now in the way Elon Musk has done it. Very, very clever when you think about it, because of his personal interests as well, and getting on certain boards as well for green energy. In-game utility NFTs, yes. They've had that for ages. They've had NFTs for ages in one form or another. But yes, it's going to be a big thing for GameStop as well. Be looking into NFT. A video clip sold for 800k the other day. Yeah, so it's not just about NFT arts. A lot of people think about NFTs and think about kind of selling artworks. Beeple, talking about him as well. But it's not just about that. It's about so much more than that as well. And I mean so much more. Everything's going to be NFT. 5 years, you're not going to know it, which is going to be the good thing. But everything's going to be NFTs. And David D, sure you get the price appreciation or loss on ETH plus 7.9%, but you can do better in liquidity pools, paying hundreds of percent. Just my thought. Yeah, no, you're totally right, because I've looked at that as well. We're talking about farming here. I've looked at that as well, looking at the APYs. I don't have the time to look into that too much in too much detail. I'm not sure I trust it as well, but it's just my personal thoughts because I don't know enough about it. So I have to kind of do that as well. So you're right, David. Yeah, you can totally do that as well. I think there's some companies offering like 12% APY, which is different from APR, but APY, 12% APY on your Ethereum just now. And you can get APY in DOT. I've seen 20% in DOT and Kusama as well, 20% in that. I think Kraken are offering that just now, which would be fantastic as well. If they were offering that on Ethereum, that would be fantastic. But to be honest, I can make more money trading than doing that. So I don't want to go to all the hassle of learning all about this farming. And then if something happens big time with a hacked or something like that, I just don't know about it at all. Rose, please. I don't know too much about that, Jslick. What time we've got? I've got time to... We'll look at the VRA chat. A lot of people kind of talking about VRA just now, or Verasity. Obviously, it's going down just now. To be honest, 1.2 cent just now. I want to kind of explain why I'm into Verasity just now. It's gone down a lot, as have all the other alts as well. So people are saying or asking the question, why are you into Verasity? Why it's gone up kind of all this much? It's gone up 10,000%. Surely it's going to come all the way back down again. I don't believe so. It's taking a risk, obviously. The whole crypto is a risk. But if we look at the technology that they've got, what we're looking for with regards to Verasity is a couple of good partnerships and some good listings. Now, I've had listing on KuCoin Plus, which is not a huge deal, but it's been listed on KuCoin Plus, which really KuCoin Plus are kind of saving that for the top cryptos. I believe what's going to happen with Verasity, and I think this is another great opportunity, apart from getting 25.5% APY staking, I believe that what is going to happen with Verasity is they're going to bring out, within the next couple of months, and there's no basis for this, they're going to be listed on Huobi. I think they're going to get listed on Huobi Global, which would be massive for them, which would bring the price right up. I think they're also going to be listed on Binance, which would bring the price right up. And we're talking from this level, probably talking 5, possibly to 10 cents or even higher if we continue on in this bull run, which we will. So even that alone is going to bring the price up. But because I've got so much going on as well, because I've got proof of view coming out, I believe there's going to be a few big partnership announcements that's going to happen over the next couple of months as well. If we're in a bear market, I don't think they'll announce it because for obvious reasons. But if we continue on in this bull market, which I think we will towards the end of the year, then I think huge partnerships are going to be announced with regards to proof of view technology, which is going to explode the price. That's what I think is going to happen. Obviously, they've got other patents in the works just now as well, surrounding kind of NFTs and stuff. But I think 2 listings, Binance, Huobi, 3 partnership announcements. Have no basis for that at all. Don't kind of quote me on it. I'm not in touch with anybody from the Verasity team or anything like that. I just personally think that's what's going to happen. That's why I'm invested so heavily into Verasity. Now, you might be saying, well, that's a bit of a risk. Yes, it is a risk. The whole crypto is a risk. But what they've got going on, just that aside, if we put all that to the side as well, what they've gone on with esports and what they're doing in esports as well, esports fight club with that website, they're using that as a showcase to showcase their tech. Now, I just think they've got so much going on just now, and they've been very quiet for a reason just now, and people are getting dismayed, and you're going to get the weaker hands. They're just going to say, oh, enough is enough, I'm just going to sell. But I've got a lot of money invested in this, and I'm down 50, 60, more than that percent. It was up to, I'm not even going to say, but I've still got it, I'm still staking. So I'm making money every day. I'm making about $100 a day just now, just the staking side of it at these prices. So you'll be able to kind of do the math and work it out from there. But I just think this could kind of explode again and go up another 1,000, 2,000, 3,000% from here. And 3,000% is a 30x. From here, I think it can go much higher than that. I think we can get to $1. And then we're talking, we've got, if we look at Verasity just now, and see what's valued at the moment, the market cap. So 333, market cap just now is 84 million. It has been much higher than that, obviously. It has been up at 250 million, but it's 84 million just now. If we talk about this going up to $1 billion, we're talking about 12x. 12x from 1.2 cents, around about, what, 15 cents? So we're going 15 cents just to get to $1 billion. If, and it's a big if, I know that, it's a big if they bring out the partnerships, if we get a big partnership and they start using the tech, the proof of view. So they have to use it, they have to be seen to be using it, they have to start making money from it as well. Otherwise, what's the point? But aside from that, as I said, they've got esports, and the big thing they're doing in the esports as well, which is the showcasing of the kind of tech. But if you think that the advertising, digital advertising is going to grow exponentially over the next kind of 5-10 years, it has to, it is doing it just now, and it's worth $400 billion. Then video advertising is going to go up as well, so that's a huge market to capture. We've got this they've got this patent for 17 years, and if it captures even a 10% of that market, it's worth billions and billions of dollars, and it's going to save billions of dollars for advertisers as well. That's the value proposition here. That's a USP for Verasity. Now, if they do get a couple of partnerships, easily can get to 10 to $20 billion market capitalization. From here, as a big jump in the market capitalization. So this is why I think it could get to $1 relatively easily. So yes, I do think this is why I believe in Verasity so much. It's going down just now, and I think it's a good opportunity to accumulate just now. But it has been as high as what, 5.1 cent. It's down just now, in line with the market. It's in line with the market just now. That's Verasity. This is why I believe in it so much. I believe in the team, what they're doing just now. And I think they're keeping quiet for a reason, and because we're in this kind of correction at the moment. But hopefully we'll see. If not, then I've lost a lot of money. If not, if they don't do anything with the proof of view and they don't bring out partnerships, then I've lost a lot of money. Am I taking a risk? Of course I am. I'm taking a risk just being in Bitcoin, just being in kind of Ethereum. But I just believe in kind of Verasity and what they're doing, and I just think they're going to come out with something big within the next couple of months. Just my personal opinion. Just go back to chat. Tim Gash is in the house. Good to see you again. I did say I was going to look at Truebit. Truebit as well is another scalable kind of solution for Ethereum. Now, Truebit just now, the price has gone way down just now, but I think this price could go up as well. And I'm really interested in Truebit for a number of reasons. I'm really curious to see where it goes, because there's so many big players involved in this. I'm just curious to see where it goes, because I don't quite understand why these kind of big players would be involved in this. They've been kind of scaling it and testing it for the last couple of years. It just kind of baffles me as to why. So there's something much bigger than we know just now behind Truebit just now. So we've had a lot of kind of FUD around Truebit, I think. and I'm just really curious as to see where it goes. So this is a scalable solution for the kind of Ethereum platform as well, another kind of level 2 scaling solution. Is it going to be mitigated by what's coming out with Arbitrum? No, I don't think so. It's just going to be an add-on for it as well. Much like Polygon as well, Matic, they're going to work hand in hand with each other as well. So Truebit, they're not coming out with much at all. May the 11th is the last time they tweeted out, and this is going to this Medium article. So they've been very, very tight-lipped. I had a white paper out in 2017. Vittila Buterin spoke about them as well. There's just so many good people involved in this that it's not going to go away for any reason. This is why I'm so curious about it. And Jason Tush has not really come out and spoke as well, but I just think this is going to do really well, and I've got a sizable stake in it. But again, it's going on what could happen with Ethereum, what Truebit can do for Ethereum as well, for scaling, and for transaction speeds and for transaction costs as well. So I think it's all coming together for that perfect storm, as I said, and I think Truebit are going to be part of that. Excuse me. And this is why I'm so interested in Truebit as well. Now, Truebit price, way down, way down. It's now, where is it? Oh. And it's down, so I take it Bitcoin's gone down again. 35879, it's not that bad. For the Truebit price, I think it was down to about 40 cents or something. $0.44 just now, so in line with the market. It did get all the way up to what, $1.50 or something, $1.27, and so it's down 66%. Again, in line with market. Just now, what the other alts have been doing over the last kind of couple of months since this correction. But again, because I've not got too much information, not bringing information out, this is on kind of gut instinct and just kind of reading the markets, reading between the lines as well. So I'm not suggesting you go out and buy this. I did call it actually, but I think because of what's going to happen with Ethereum, we're going to see some big things happen with Truebit as well. Time will tell. Time will tell. Let's go back to chat, because we're coming up for that time again. Jeez, oh. How do you stake VRA? You go to verawallet.tv and you stake it there. Very easy to stake, and it's a safe wallet as well. So go to Vera Wallet. You'll get an address to send it to. You send your VRA over to the wallet. It used to be called Vera. Your VRA over to the wallet, and you'll be able to stake it from there. In their official web wallet. Is it safe? Yes, it's meant to be very safe. What would be a good entry for Verasity? I'd say anything from now. Honestly, anything from now. 1.2 cents is, in my opinion, is a steal. But I don't want to kind of influence you. Obviously, do your own research as well. And I kind of do have to say that, but I really do mean that, because it is a risk. Because they might not come out with any partnerships. What if they don't come out with partnerships? You have to look at two sides. So you're taking the risk from that point of view. So could it 50x from here? Yeah, it could. 50x easily. Could it 100x? Yes, it could. 100x from here as well. Steve, you would have crushed in Win token. I would have. There's so many tokens I would have crushed it. There's no point in thinking about it. Sergey is in. Polylastic on KuCoin, new low cap. Yeah, I've seen that. Somebody, I don't know if it was yourself, Sergey, that mentioned that, but I did look at it and it looked okay. It looked quite good. Gordy Boy, another great show, Steve. My pleasure. Thank you very much, Gordy Boy, for saying that. I really appreciate it. What time are we on? Yeah, we're finished just now, unfortunately. We'll just have another look. Bitcoin price, we'll go on to the hourly. So it did go down to 35,354, which is the price I kind of spoke about, and it's kind of bounced back up again. I just want to look at something else. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. I was looking for the support lines. Yeah, so I was talking about that channel, and that was around about the 33,000 kind of area. So if we look at the parallel channel and look at here, it's around about that area. So it wasn't quite, it's 36,458. So it's not bounced off that, it's not closed on a 4 hourly yet. So it might go back above that into that channel. So we'll see what happens today. But 36,000 at the minute. So it does look as if we could get down to that 35. I think we'll hit 35,000, but 33,000 is the next level of support. I think we could hit that and bounce back up, but I don't think we're going to go much below 33,000, and then we're going to get this recovery starting as well. In my opinion, that's what I think is going to happen. This is on a 4 hourly, so we might get this kind of V-shape kind of happening with regards to Bitcoin. With regards to Ethereum, where are we with Ethereum? We've gone down. So now at 2,485, we went to 2,434. We're in this channel at 2,385, so looks as if we're going to stay in this channel just now. Another great opportunity to buy Ethereum at these prices, I think, to accumulate Ethereum. I think it could be a really good buy. Okay, if you want to join the chat, if you want to join us in the group, it's all free. I'm going to be doing kind of trading videos in there as well. I do calls in there. I've not done them recently, obviously because of this big correction just now, but there's some amazing opportunities out there. If you look at kind of what's that, I know I keep going on and keep saying I'm going to finish, but we're over the hour anyway. It doesn't, I'm trying to keep it under the hour for YouTube, but I'm not really looking to grow the YouTube channel. So it's Coin Checkup. That's what I'm looking to do. So if we look at coincheckup.com and we look at the 6 monthly, 3 monthly and monthly. So CoinGecko doesn't give you the 6 monthly, but if you look at the 6 monthly and see what has not really risen that much. So you can see Doge has risen 8,500. XRP, I think XRP are going to do really well. I think I've got this feeling that XRP are going to go to $10. And that sounds preposterous to even suggest that there's going to go to 400 billion market capitalization. I think XRP are going to explode and go to $10. I do genuinely think that. Not going to be a good opinion. Polkadot, that's come down as well. Look at $21. Polkadot is going to 10x as well. So this is why I'm not really looking for these 100xers. I don't know if anybody's interested. Let me know if you're interested in seeing a way how you could, I kind of spoke about this a couple of years ago as well, how you could, in 7 trades or 13 trades, you could go from $250 to $1 million. Let me know if you're interested in that just now in the chat. If you're still watching just now, I don't know how many people are watching. 32 watching just now. Or 35. If you're interested in that, let me know in the chat. If you want to know, because this is what I'm going to speak about this. I'm going to speak about it in the group. But if you're interested just now, let me know. The good old days, I remember that. I'd be interested in that, Steve. Thank you. Yes, please. Okay, we'll talk about that just now. So, if you're looking at trading, normally what I've been doing in this kind of bull run that we've had is looking for the 100xers. And that's because I started trading back, I started back in January again after kind of losing everything and kind of the March crash. I kind of sold everything. Sold BAN, sold WIN, sold SHR, and sold loads of them that would be worth, had I held on to them, would be worth, I'd have been a millionaire by now, a crypto millionaire. But instead I kind of sold everything for about 40,000, tried to trade my way out, went down to about 10,000 or something. And I thought, this is obviously, I'm not meant to do crypto. So twice it happened, it lost out $500,000 to $1 million. So I started back in January again. I thought, I've got this $10,000, I'm going to start trading again. Done it and got up, kind of way up. Not to $1 million, and the trading pot I want to grow to $1 million. The pension pot is something totally different, but I want to get up to $1 million. And one of the ways I was doing this was just looking for doublers. So I was thinking, okay, what could double from here? And then when you get a doubler, then you take money out and say, okay, what now could double from here? So you keep moving your money about and doubling it. So I've done that to a degree and looked for the 100x's as well, and I've done some good. Meme coins has obviously brought in a lot of money as well, so focused on that for a wee bit. But this is another strategy that could be really good, and this is a perfect time to look at this strategy. Perfect time. So if we go down this list and see here, okay, ask yourself the question, what could double from here? Just go down, and we're talking about the top 100. Could Bitcoin double? Yes, Bitcoin could double. Ethereum could double. Cardano could double. Dogecoin could double. XRP double. And you're not talking about a doubler. You're talking about 5xer. Look at XRP. XRP is going to go to $4. 5x's. Ethereum, is that going to go to 10,000? Yeah, it is within a year. Cardano, is that going to go to $7.50? Yes, it is. Doge, is that going to go up? I believe so. I think it's going to go a lot higher, and I think a lot of people are going to be surprised by Doge and what Elon Musk is doing with it as well. I think that is going to go much higher and than the 30 cents it is just now, and it has been higher than that as well, nearly touched the dollar. So that's going to go much higher. XRP is going to go higher. DOT is going to be at least $100. That's a 5xer. Uni is going to go back up. Uni version 3 coming out with Arbitrum as well. Easily going to get to $150. That's a 7x from here. So all you're looking to do is say, okay, I want to find a kind of one that's going to double. So imagine you start with $1,000. I'm going to show you this chart just now. And I showed this before years ago, a couple of years ago. So start with $1,000. If you start with $1,000 and just look for the doublers, then you could get to $1 million within 11 trades. Sorry, 10 trades. So imagine you put $1,000 into, I don't know, Cardano, and it goes up to $3. Now the whole market is going to go up at the same time, obviously, so it's going to be harder to find these doublers. So this is why it's good to maybe look for the 5xers. So just say you did it this way. So you got $1,000 into Cardano, and it goes up to $3. So you take that money out, the $2,000 that you made, and put it into the likes of XRP if it's not already risen. XRP, so you put $2,000 into that. XRP then doubles to say $1.60 if it's not already risen, and you've now got 4,000, 4,000, 8,000, 8,000, 16, 16, 32, 32, and it goes up like that. 10 trades later, you're up to $1 million. Sounds dead easy when you say it that way. You're up to $1 million, because it becomes exponentially harder to kind of trade because of the liquidity on Binance. However, if you're in the top 100 or just looking at the top 100 and looking at the doublers, then it's going to be easier because there's going to be more liquidity in the markets to do that. So if you were at, for example, say 256,000, then what you is risking $256,000 on this project doubling in the market. So you start to kind of lose nerve a bit. And this, I've done this myself. I think I got up to about 64 to 128. It's kind of where I am just now. Just now, once you get to those numbers and you put a whole trade on, and you're putting, say, $90,000 into a trade, you're going, holy shit, I'm putting $90,000 in a trade. It's risky. But in this correction, I don't think it is risky. I don't think it is risky to put $90,000 in a trade, especially if you're trading the top 100 coins. So Ethereum being the obvious one here, put $90,000 into that. When that goes back up to 2 or 4,200, 4,400, that's a doubler. If you put $90,000 in, for example, it's up to $180,000. Now, if you leave that, and if you think, okay, Ethereum, the narrative is looking fantastic from here, that $180,000 that you've got, because you put 9,000 in at 2,000, it's gone up to 4,000, you've got 180. If you think it's going to go up to 10,000 or 12,000, that's another 200%. So 180,000 going up 200%, you're going up to 720,000. So you can leave it in, or you take it out and put it into another one that's not risen by 100% yet. So it sounds extremely simple to do that. I believe it's possible. I'm doing it kinda just now, and I'm in Ethereum just now. I've got Ethereum in my pension pot, so I don't really want to hold kind of 32 Ethereum and stake it because I've got it in my pension pot, so I'm not bothered about that. So I'm kind of trading it just now on the way up and on the way down at the moment, in the hopes to get these kind of doublers and kind of put it back up. But I'm using Ethereum as my medium just now to get to that. XRP is slightly riskier, obviously, but I do think it's going to happen, but slightly riskier. Ethereum is not as risky, nowhere near as risky as XRP. You don't know what's going to happen with the SEC. So XRP, you could put, say if you put $90,000 into that and it goes up to $5, that's you up at $500,000 if XRP was to go. So finding these 5Xers as well shouldn't be as hard. That's why if you start small, it's much harder. This is why it's these retail investors get kind of kicked out straight away because they're starting small. But once you've got the big money, you're talking, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, anything up to $20,000. A move like that sounds really, really big. So if you put $500 in and it doubles, you go, oh, I've got $1,000. That still doesn't sound that much. It is to the person who's got it because it's all relative. But if you're putting $90,000 in and it doubles and it goes up to $180,000, that's life-changing money. And then if you put $180,000 in and keep it in the likes of Ethereum, it goes up to $320,000, then 320 to 740, 740 to 1.5 million. That's your life changed totally in a space of 5 trades. Or in the space of 1 trade if you just keep it in, for example. That's kind of where I am just now. Kind of what I've been doing as well, just doubling up. With the meme coins as well, I've kind of been doing that. I should have stayed in Shiba Inu, could have been a millionaire by now, crypto millionaire, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, all that crap. No point in saying all that or even thinking about it. So it's still working for me just now, this trading. So have a look at that. I'll post it in a group if you want to join the group. There's a link down below. But that's a way to do it. Now is the perfect time to do it in this correction. And once it starts coming back up, once you start to see signs it's coming back up, and this is where this crossover technique is really, really good. So if you look at the crossover, if that's all you did, look for the signs on the crossover, even on the daily. So all you'd be looking for is a crossover of the 70 EMA crossing up over the 21 EMA on the daily, and that gives a more macro view of what's happening with Bitcoin. Then you'd be saying, okay, the market is starting to recover. I need to find these kind of doublers now. So I don't know if that was useful or if you just think that's all poppycock or not. I don't know, but it's up to yourself what you do with that. I acknowledge this stream, Christopher A. Does that mean you think it's shite and you're just saying, oh, okay, I acknowledge it, or what does that mean? But thank you very much for acknowledging it. It's a perfect time to buy and double. Yeah, I think so. I think Litecoin. Yeah, I think Litecoin is going to double as well. I remember you doing the 1,000 to, yeah. So I did that a couple of years ago, and we were in a bear market, so I was trying to figure out how the hell do you do this, and it's looking for kind of doublers, but it was much harder in a bear market because we were in a bear market for years. And so I was trying to figure out all these strategies, but in a bull market, this works amazingly well. XRP is going to be huge. I do believe so. Johan, thanks for that. My pleasure. Okay, I'll leave it there just now. That's been an hour and 20 minutes, but I'll leave it there just now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you and for all the support as well. And as I said, if you want to join the group, it's totally free. I'll be doing trading videos. We can talk about the double up strategy as well, or the crypto ladder. So yeah, I think it'd be good to join the group as well. And the group is it's just self-governing. So we've got a couple of admins in there. I'm in there as well. I don't talk a lot. It's a lot of talk about meme coins, which is cool. It gives me a wee break. I'm not into the meme coins at the moment. I was for a while, but I've made my money on that. Now I'm looking at this kind of strategy for getting to that $1 million, and we'll see what happens. Okay, that's it for the moment. Thank you very much for watching as usual. Have a brilliant weekend wherever you're doing. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.